what's that concern of yours anyway?
As I said, I just want the answers. I want to know which big company are using your servers.
Well, that we can't do.
Well, that. This is a strange one. Proximity here in Nottingham. You don't normally see these double gates like this vehicle lock. Normally we only see this type of thing when it's very sensitive site, like a data centre or a bank or something like that. So they've not made it very clear what it is, but there is a caravan. Whether that's on-site security or not, I don't know. But there's some very unusual like cooling systems in the compound. So this one's a bit of a mystery so far. What's this place, mate? A data centre? Who for, do you know? They're normally for like big banks and...
Yeah, I know it's a government building.
Government?
Yeah,
right.
So, yeah.
Proximity. It's got liquid nitrogen down there as well. I'm gonna have a look.
Yeah.
What I try and do, I try and solve the mysteries of these unsigned buildings.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of them.
Is it?
But normally a lot of cooling like that would be a data centre, like servers. So you've worked across the road for how long?
God knows how long.
And you've always thought it's some sort of government
It's
building?
a government building, as far as I know it's a government building, yeah.
Anything else?
That's all I know.
Have you ever seen police arrive?
No, got broke into not so long back.
So they actually broke into it?
Well, got into the compound itself, nicked some gas bottles and stuff, and that was it, really.
Right, okay.
But, yeah, they're always busy. They always got people in and out all the time.
Contractors?
Yeah.
Not many staff though?
I haven't seen many staff. I don't really see the staff side of it. I just see people going in and out of that gate quite a lot, you know what I mean?
What about security?
Security-wise, I haven't seen any.
Right.
And then they've got security premises at night.
Right.
That's it.
Not in the day. Right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to crack this one. So yeah, the guy's worked across the road for a long time and he believes it's some sort of government building. So, is it the servers for the UK government website? That'll be interesting, wouldn't it? You've got lots and lots of cooling connected by all these pipes, all this ducting, which goes underneath this walkway all the way down here. And here we have some recent additions, look, even more cooling on the stands, and you've got brand new pipe work there, and it's all going up to a valve at the end, but they're putting all the wire in, as you can see down there. So there's actually contractors on site right now expanding the cooling system. Wow, must be hot in there. But they have got these sensors that we saw before that put the infrared beam from one to the other. So once that infrared beam is broken, it gives an alert into the security so they can come out and take a look. But yeah, there's very, very good CCTV on site here. And here they are, contractors hard at work. He's connecting the copper pipe in. Is it still a data centre, mate? Yeah. Yeah, who for? Yeah, you do. Is it a government data centre? Have you been inside? What, you've not been inside? You don't know if you've been inside? Have you have to sign some sort of secrecy thing? Yeah, if you have, that's fine. I won't question you if you have. But I'm one of those people from YouTube that go to mysterious buildings and work out what it is. And with all these cooling apparatus, it's clear to see it's a data centre, isn't it? But I've got to find out who the servers are for. And until I do, I can't leave. So who are the servers for? When I find out, I'll come and tell you, yeah?
Yeah, nice one, cheers.
All right. So they're having a bit of a laugh. They find it funny that this thing is actually happening, but it really is. So they've expanded so much, they're using all the spare space at the side of the building for more cooling. Crazy. What's this place, mate? Do you know? It looks weird though, don't it?
It does, don't it? They're having loads of work done at the side.
More cooling, yeah. Normally it's like a data centre for a load of computers.
That's what it is.
For who though?
I don't know.
Okay.
It tells you just round there, there's a sign.
Right, I'm going to have a look. We will crack this. So we've got Siemens. That's a little clue. Whether that's it or not, I don't know. This proximity word, I shall Google that shortly to see if that gives us any clues. But the main gate is really high security. All this electric gates and turnstiles and traffic lights. It gives no clue at all what it is. All you've got is a reception sign there. All visitors please report to reception. And very little cars in the car park. But they have got a very good camera system up there, look. So, the mystery continues. It says no reply, phone that number. And if you look really closely, you can find the answers. So when there's CCTV in operation, they have to tell you who's operating the CCTV. And if you look really close, you've got the word Siemens. Because the data controller on this occasion is 01159 797 264. And it has to tell you who the data controller is, and it's Siemens. So this is a data center for Siemens. So that was also a good clue. But is it Siemens operated for another big name? Or is Siemens the user of these servers? Let's keep digging. Are you a contractor?
Yeah, what's up?
I want to talk to somebody who's a staff here, not a contractor really,
Well, what about?
about some questions that I've got.
Well, talk to me, I'll pass it over. What?
Yeah, I don't want passing on, I want answers.
What's your questions? I'll see if I can help you.
It's not really for a contractor to answer really.
I do work here.
You are staff of the building.
Yeah. Alright.
So who's your employer?
I don't really answer those questions, mate. Do I know what you're doing it for? Why are you putting a mask on?
Because you're just about to take a photo of me.
Well, you're taking a photograph of me.
Yeah, you could have put a mask on, couldn't you?
So, what can I ask? Will I make phone calls?
You can ask whatever you like. What do you want to ask?
What are you doing here? Why are you filming?
This building is of interest
To who?
to the viewers.
Can I ask why?
Yeah, because it's quite suspicious with it being so covert.
No, it's just, you know, like everybody else got fences up.
Yeah, there's no signage to tell you what the building is or who it's for.
Well, you don't really need to know that sort of thing.
Well, people that live in the local area, they've raised this building as a suspicious building that they want to know more about. So people like me, we go on scene and try and find them answers.
Well, it's been here nearly 15, 20 years and nobody's ever said out.
Yeah, there's been a lot of questions over that time. There's a big list, so we're just working through the list.
Well, I can't really answer what your questions are, really.
If I say the word Siemens,
Yes.
would that mean anything to yourself?
Yeah.
If I say the word data centre, would that mean anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Is it a data centre for Siemens infrastructure, or
No.
or a Siemens just operating it for someone else?
no.
So the mystery continues, does it?
Well, till I get further from our people, yeah.
Right. So you can understand now why I'm here then, can't you? Because there's a mystery which you've just admitted. Although it says Siemens, the local community may think it's something to do with Siemens. I believe,
Say Siemens.
I can't tell you where it says that.
You'd be lucky if it says Siemens.
I can't tell you where it says that, but what I can tell you is that a gentleman that I've just spoke to up there has mentioned the word government.
What gentleman there?
We don't divulge our sources.
Certainly not a Siemens building, any road.
Yeah, did it used to be Siemens?
Can't say. That was before my time.
Yeah. So you can understand now people that believe it to be something when it's actually not.
Who are these people?
The viewers.
Oh, right. Well, I'm going to have to make some phone calls, any road.
Yeah. My next step, I'm going to talk to a load more people. I believe with all this cooling that you've got going on, you've got a big data center in here, and it's not cheap stuff that you're installing. So there must be the asset that it's supporting on the infrastructure must be very, very huge. We're talking big scale here, because I've been to a lot of data centers and it's not normally using this equipment.
So what's that concern of yours, any road?
As I said, I just want the answers. I want to know which big company are using your servers.
Well, that kind of divulge.
Well, that's until I find that out. I'll be in the area and I will find it out today.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to go and make these phone calls then.
Yeah. Okay,
All right,
okay.
see ya.
What's your name?
I ain't telling you that. You wouldn't tell me yours, would you?
What's your position?
Horizontal, look.
Really? Moto GP. I like Moto GP myself.
Well, there you go then.
We've got something in common. So there you go. At first, he wanted me to believe that it was a contractor, because he's not dressed like a normal office worker, is he? But he does look quite intelligent. And the guys in these sort of data centers, they really do have to be intelligent. They need to know their stuff. You can't put the wrong wire in the wrong hole, can you, mate? Let's have a look then. Open the door for me. What are the chances of an inside tour?
Non-existent.
What if, like, say like the Prime Minister wanted to come to have a tour, could he? Sorry? Does it depend on who you are? I'd really love to come in and have a look inside, you know. Please? Please? So, he's not actually gone inside. Is he based inside or not? Or is he based in that caravan at the back? I don't know. There is an open door at the top there, so shall we get the drone out and see if we can get a shot inside that open door to solve this mystery? Let's do it quick before the door closes. So the drone just saw lots and lots of air conditioning, cooling units, and we did zoom in on the skip there, but you can't really see much on the screen. So I don't think we're going to identify this place from the outside. So let's do some more digging. You just asked me to come to you.
Yeah, you didn't. You told me to come to you, yeah.
You can't ask a member. Hold on. You can't ask a member of the public to walk into the road.
Why do you normally cross the road? Look both ways.
Yeah, but there's no footpath.
My colleague just rang me, just saying asking questions, so I thought you wanted it.
Oh, are you a part?
Come and talk to me.
I don't know who you are, mate. Are you a part of this company?
Yeah.
So you took over this building in 2020, didn't you?
Right. Okay.
Well, you just said your colleague asked you to come and answer the questions.
Yeah, because
So-
have you been talking to someone?
Yeah,
These my colleagues. You just rang me.
So, 2020?
And I've just come to see if I can help.
Yeah, you can help. Was it 2020 you took over this?
I don't know. I joined after that.
Oh, after.
Yeah.
Did it used to be Siemens?
Oh, possibly.
Because there's a suspicion about what this place does now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a YouTuber and I go round buildings that are suspicious.
Yeah.
And we don't leave until we find out what it does.
Right.
So I've spoke to loads of people, I've took the drone over,
Yeah.
I've zoomed in on the skip.
Yeah.
You've got some information everywhere about this place. It looks like it used to be Siemens, and in 2020 Proximity took it over. You was hoping to build 20 data centres in the UK.
Yeah.
How many you got?
Oh, not that many. I only do this side, so
Yeah. So
whatever else they do.
inside, it's just full of servers, ain't it?
Right. Yeah, but you keep saying Siemens.
No, that's
Not
old.
Siemens.
That's the old. So what I'm saying now is
Yeah.
Proximity, who you're employed by,
Yeah.
and you're obviously your colleagues employed by them as well, yeah? So they're hiring out servers, or are they not?
What's Proximity got to do with it? You keep saying Siemens. So
I
why do
didn't.
you keep coming back to Proximity?
Well, Siemens-
I can't help you with anything about Siemens.
Well, that's what I'm here for, right?
Well,
I won't be-
I didn't work for Siemens.
No,
You're saying
do you know how-
2020, I come in after 2020.
Yeah.
Proximity, I know about Proximity, but you keep going back to Siemens.
No, I don't.
I don't know nothing about Siemens.
Do you want me to clarify it?
Go on then.
Prior to 2020,
Yeah.
this was operated by Siemens, right? So forget Siemens now.
Yeah, okay.
When 2020 arrived,
Yeah.
Proximity took over. So now I'm interested in Proximity. Forget Siemens.
Okay.
Now, I see you having more cooling systems installed,
Right.
and they're not cheap, right? And you only need more cooling when the servers are being expanded inside. So the question is, there's a lot of activity going on in this building. People are saying it's suspicious. You're growing, and they want to know who is your big client that you're growing for.
Right, okay. But that's irrelevant. It's got
No,
nothing.
that's the question.
It is, because you're going on about Siemens. Okay, you're going on about Proximity now.
I've said forget
But
Siemens.
The facts you've said are wrong anyway. So I'm not divulging any more information because your facts are wrong.
Somebody will.
2020, whoever we took over, again, you're wrong.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, look, I'll show you. Colo X. Yeah, does that sound familiar to you?
Nope.
Former Siemens IT data center acquired by Proximity in 2020. You've got 6 data halls in there and a free tier. You've got a 4.5 megawatt tier 3 data center space. Now, I'm reading all this and it's making very interesting reading. And 500 racks of spare capacity at the time this article was written, right? Now, you're having a lot of cooling installed.
Yeah.
So we know you've just got, or you have already got, a massive customer
Right.
who's using your services.
Yeah.
So we want to know who it is.
Okay, well, I'm not giving that information. Again, I think it's just wasting my time.
I think,
The facts you're saying are wrong. And to be honest...
well,
take
you've
your
just saw it with
message
your own eyes.
out. Yeah, and I don't know that company, but you're showing me facts and you're showing me names, and I don't even know who they are. So it's like it's all made up.
You tell me
It's like
something.
no, I'm not telling you that
So
information.
when you said, when you asked me to come over, yeah, why?
Because I just told you my colleague's on the back, and he
So,
just says
okay.
some man outside the gate's just been asking me questions.
Let's pretend
So-
let's pretend that I came over now. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Then what?
The conversation we've just had.
You've not told me anything.
Yeah, because I'm not telling you information.
Are you not?
I'm going now,
Are
then.
you not allowed?
No, you're taking our time off.
Are you not allowed or what?
You're taking our time off. You're taking our time off.
Because
Facts are wrong.
I believe it's a government data centre. WR11 FAU. Taxed and MOT'd. Good lad. To earlier, yeah, they're denying all knowledge. I just had somebody come over. Why have they got a caravan? Is that the security caravan?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
They've got a skip on site. I've just took the drone over and I zoomed right into the skip, but I can't see nothing. And then I just had one of the other guys pull up.
Well, what's he saying? What's he saying?
He says, I can't tell you anything. So they are being very secretive.
Yeah.
So in this corner, we've got the smoking area, and it does say proximity data centres there. And it also says Secure IT Environments Limited. So we're getting some more names now in the mix. So the mystery continues about this site, but there is a useful piece of information on the internet which reads, Proximity Data Centres is a new provider for the UK data centre market, commencing operations in 2020, and the only specialist edge-focused operator, so that was edge. They are aiming to open a string of 20 data centres across the country within 2020 and 2021, a very short time frame. And as that guy said earlier, they don't have that many, so they didn't reach their ambition. The company believe that a portfolio of 20 sites can be located to offer less than 15 miles distance from 95% of the population located outside of London. So ultra low latency and 5G related deployments will be one of their key selling points, ideal for edge applications. So ultra low latency and 5G related deployments. The scale of Proximity's ambitions should not be underestimated and could easily become one of the biggest data centre providers in the UK. In the UK regional data centre market. For example, if each site is 2 megawatt, they could quickly account for 40 to 50 megawatt of new supply in a market of that is only 150 megawatt in total at present. The proximity sites have generally been built, owned and operated by large systems integrators who now have increasing volumes of spare capacity as legacy enterprise clients shift into cloud services. So the proximity model is that the existing site owner, so in this case Siemens, remains in situ but then becomes a tenant. Thus all new proximity sites will already have decent occupancy from the outset with 2 megawatts or so of spare capacity available, which is around 500 racks. While a new operator, the proximity management team have long-standing industry CVs from the data centre industry, telecoms and enterprise IT sectors. So you'll see there that Proximity have data centres in Nottingham, which is where we are now, Wakefield, Bridgend, Chester, Liverpool, Rugby, Swindon and Birmingham. So they only have 8. And it's all about bringing your data nearer to your end users. So with these popping up, the low latency means they get nearer to the person who wants the data being transferred. Just makes it all extra quick. So I'm happy with that. We arrived not knowing anything at all about the place. And now we know it's a third-party company that has their own servers inside which they rent out and they are seeing a higher demand from, maybe the government is one of those people that are making inquiries that want to use these centres that are nearer to the customer, so the data is transferred quicker to give you a better service on that online experience. So these data centres will be getting more and more popular. We'll see them all over the place as they try and put as many as possible near to us all. So that's it. I'm going to leave it there. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a thumbs up for me, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye for now.